Welcome to the Real Crime Diary, daily dose of crime. Today, we dive into the shocking and controversial case of Madison Bergman, a teacher accused of inappropriate conduct with a fifth grader. This isn't just a scandal, it's a shocking breach of trust that demands our attention. Bergman, a 24-year-old who once held a position of respect and authority, now finds herself at the center of an explosive investigation that questions the very fabric of our educational system's integrity. It's cases like these that force us to confront uncomfortable truths and demand accountability at every level. Madison Bergman, a 24-year-old teacher at Riverest Elementary School, is at the center of a storm of allegations that include first-degree sexual assault of a child. The case rocked the small town of Hudson, Wisconsin, after the mother of an 11-year-old boy, one of Bergman's students, overheard a highly inappropriate phone conversation between her son and Bergman. The concerned parent acted swiftly, discovering a trove of troubling texts between the two, which discussed making out and other inappropriate interactions that reportedly took place during school hours right inside the classroom. These shocking revelations have led to a slew of serious charges and raised alarming questions about the safety of children in educational environments. As we delve deeper into this unsettling case, court documents reveal a slew of disturbing details. Investigators discovered an extensive exchange of texts and handwritten notes between Madison Bergman and the young student, each message more incriminating than the last. They didn't merely discuss mundane classroom topics, these were explicit conversations fleshing out their illicit encounters. These interactions weren't confined to the shadows of anonymity. They brazenly occurred during lunch breaks and after school hours, right within the walls of Riverest Elementary School. It's a flagrant violation of trust and a gross abuse of the authority vested in her as an educator. The notes found by the authorities included intimate details, from discussions about their physical interactions to heartfelt confessions that Bergman should be the adult and stop this madness. This isn't just a lapse in judgment, it's a calculated betrayal, and it's showcasing failures that extend far beyond one classroom. If convicted on all charges, Madison Bergman could spend the rest of her life behind bars, facing up to 185 years in prison. The sheer weight of these potential sentences reflects the gravity of her alleged crimes, exploiting her position of trust and authority to cross unspeakable boundaries with a child. This case doesn't just reflect poorly on one individual's moral failings. It prompts deep introspection about the protective measures, or lack thereof, within our educational systems. Are we doing enough to safeguard our children from such predatory behaviors? Could this have been prevented? This is a stark reminder that our children's safety must remain our highest priority. Before we dive deeper, make sure you're subscribed to the Real Crime Diary so you never miss out on critical updates like this. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the hard-hitting details and explosive revelations we have in store. And it doesn't stop there. Madison Bergman is now facing a slew of additional charges. We're talking about using a computer to facilitate a child sex crime and multiple counts of sexual misconduct by school staff. Can you believe it? It turns out, investigators unearthed a treasure trove of digital evidence, text messages and emails exchanged between Bergman and the 11-year-old student that paint an even darker picture. We're talking about over 35,000 text messages and nearly 3 dozen emails. In these messages, Bergman and the student described touching, kissing, and even discussing escalating the relationship further. If this kind of raw, unfiltered crime reporting speaks to you, hit that like button and share this live stream with others who need to know the truth. What do you think? Could this happen in your city? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to check out our latest video posts on YouTube. The victim's parents were the first to uncover the inappropriate conduct. Imagine the horror when the boy's mother overheard a conversation between her son and his teacher that seemed far from innocent. They're thinking, this cannot be happening, not to us, not to our child. But the evidence was there, blatant and undeniable. They found salacious texts on their son's phone, texts that documented encounters no child should ever experience, especially not from someone entrusted with their care. Acting swiftly, they reported these findings to the authorities, which snowballed into Madison Bergman's immediate arrest. It's a parent's worst nightmare, but their vigilance brought a predator to justice. If this kind of raw, unfiltered crime reporting speaks to you, hit that like button and share this live stream with others who need to know the truth. Riverest Elementary School did not hesitate once the disturbing allegations against Madison Bergman came to light. The administration swiftly contacted the authorities, ensuring that the matter was taken out of their hands and into the capable reach of law enforcement. While their quick action is commendable, it opens up a larger conversation about the protocols in place for such sensitive situations. How many more schools are currently ill-prepared to handle such controversies effectively? What measures can be enacted to ensure that when suspicions arise, they are dealt with promptly and thoroughly? It's a call to action for educational institutions everywhere to rigorously evaluate and update their policies to protect our children's safety and well-being. We're more than just news. We're building a community of true crime enthusiasts. Support us by visiting linktree/TRCD, where you can find all our content. Dive deeper with exclusive perks on Ko-fi and Patreon, and stay updated on our live streams across Rumble, DLive, and more. Join us in this journey as we uncover the truth together. This case not only highlights individual culpability, but also calls into question the broader institutional policies that may have enabled such behavior. It's not just about one teacher's actions, it's about the systemic failures that allowed these interactions to go unchecked. How could a teacher exchange over 35,000 text messages with a student without raising any red flags? Why wasn't there more stringent oversight? These questions demand answers and spotlight the crucial need for more robust protocols and training within educational institutions. Schools must implement measures to monitor student-teacher interactions more closely, ensuring any deviations from professional conduct are immediately addressed. Additionally, it's imperative to foster a culture where students feel safe to report inappropriate behavior without fear of retribution. To prevent similar incidents in the future, we must advocate for mandatory ethics training for educators and a more transparent communication channel between parents, students, and school administration. It's about creating an environment of accountability where every child's safety is the highest priority. If you agree, share this stream and let's push for real change. The Madison Bergman case serves as a grim reminder of the vulnerabilities within our educational system. This isn't just an isolated incident. It's a wake-up call to parents, teachers, and administrators alike. When those entrusted with the care and education of our children fail in such a dramatic and heinous fashion, it shakes the very foundation of trust within our community. It underscores the urgent need for continuous vigilance, not only in watching for warning signs, but also in demanding rigorous oversight and transparency in our schools. Accountability must be the cornerstone of any educational institution, ensuring that those in positions of power are scrutinized and held to the highest ethical standards. As we examine this case, let us also reflect on what can and must be done to prevent similar incidents in the future. Systems need to be in place to protect our children and assure parents that such breaches will not be tolerated. The lessons learned here are painful but necessary, driving us to advocate for stronger safeguards and a relentless pursuit of justice and safety in our educational environments. Don't just watch, get involved. Subscribe, follow us across all our platforms, and make sure to explore linktree/TRCD for everything the Real Crime Diary has to offer. From exclusive content on Ko-fi and Patreon to live updates across Rumble and DLive, we're building a community of true crime enthusiasts. We're not just telling stories, we're starting a movement. Be a part of it.